that one that came back on its own.
The day has come. The day has come. We're finally here. We're finally here. It's planting day. It's planting day. April 8th, everybody. The day I got my first plant in the ground of the 2022 season. Wait, no, 2023. Woo! Hey, garden gals and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden, and it's the most exciting day of the year, planting day. After starting a bunch of these things back in January and February, I now get to put them out into the garden, and today is the day. Ranunculus is going in, Iceland Poppies are going in, some sweet peas are going in, and if I have time, anemones are going in. That's my game plan. So what I've got to do first is a couple things. Let me give you the background. These ranunculus, Iceland poppies, and sweet peas have been out here for the past 3 nights. I moved them completely out of the greenhouse. I did cover them with frost cloth just in case, because our temperatures were supposed to reach down to 32, and the temperature gauge that I have in here showed 27, but they did just fine, which is a good sign. So now they're going to move out into the garden. Some other cold hardy annuals I officially moved into the greenhouse. They're hardening off outside right now because I want to turn these over in the next week to the garden as well. I did get this bed filled up with compost. This is going to be my ranunculus bed. It's a mix of compost and topsoil that I got in bulk, and then I will come in first before I plant and put Land and Sea by Espoma compost in here for a really nutritious top layer. I will also come in and put Biotone starter fertilizer all over this bed so that they're getting fed immediately. The other thing I need to do first is set up this drip, so you can see the drip cord over here. After I move all of these off of here so I can get in this bed, I will set that up first. It's all attached. It just needs to be landscape stapled down. So that is the plan today, my friends. Who's excited? It is April 8th, just for your reference. I'm gardening in Zone 5B in the Chicago suburbs, and it could not be a more beautiful day. 60 degrees, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. So today's the day, my friends. Let's get after it. Here's a little closer look at everything we're going to be putting in. As I said, ranunculus in this bed. Those Iceland poppies on the left are going up front. Some of these sweet peas in that back corner are going up front too. I did just give everything a nice big drink of water, so we're ready to roll. All right, the bed is all clear, so I'm going to go ahead and put 2 bags of this Espoma Land and Sea compost in here right now. For your reference, if you didn't see my video about the dirt and what I ordered 4 yards of mushroom compost and then 2 yards of topsoil. Now our Biotone starter fertilizer. Here's all the ranunculus we're putting in. I counted the other day and it was around 96, but that was without my second batch that I started in the refrigerator several weeks ago, and so we're over 100. I'm not sure the exact count. I also had them organized by variety, but they've got a bit jumbled up now, but some of them that I'm growing are Butterfly Haze, Pastel Lemon, Cafe, and I know I have some amandines in there too, like amandine salmon. So it's going to be a hodgepodge of colors, but I'm fine with it. Now you can see my irrigation system dripped out. This is, I believe, a 1/4 of an inch drip tubing, and it is tied into our sprinkler system. So it's all automatically run. I'll put on the screen what I use to have it automated. And my guy Aloy, who helps me with all my irrigation stuff, is coming on Tuesday to turn this on. Today is Saturday, so a few more days and then these will be automatically watered. Until then, I'm just going to water them by hand. You can see I do have a tear in this part here, but he'll put a coupler on that and that'll be fixed in no time. Just some simple repairs here and there. But otherwise, this is the configuration, and I'm gonna landscape staple it all in. Okay, it's all laid out here, and now it's officially time to plant. I can't believe it. Okay, so I'm gonna plant these about 4 inches apart. I'm gonna fit them in there pretty closely because they'll help hold each other up. I'm not gonna use any netting or anything like that. So that is the plan. We'll see how many I can get in this bed. I'm gonna try and fit as many as I can, and then we'll move along. It's time! It's time! All right, babes, you're up. So I think to get the most bang for my buck here, I'm going to do 6 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a row of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that they're jig-jagged, and I think I'll be able to fit more in that way. Let's take a look at the roots on this first one. Now this is butterfly haze, and boy have I had a time with butterfly ranunculus. I think I ended up only having maybe 5 or 6 that are butterfly that grew and pre-sprouted for me, but I'll take it. Oh yay, look at look at those roots. Looking pretty good. They're ready though. They're ready to be planted. Let's do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the first row I fit 5 in, so we'll see if I can do 6 on the next one. If not, we'll work with it.
Well, I did manage to get 6 in the next one. So a row of 5 first, then a row of 6. I'm going to try and complete that pattern all the way down.
Check out this root system. Insane. It's crumbling to pieces on me, but gosh, I'm proud of that one. Star child. Okay, here I want to show you an example of one that was not showing growth above the surface, but when I opened it, you can see here's the actual corm, and this is a butterfly one because it's so big, and here is where it's starting to grow, and it does have roots on it. So even if you don't see growth above the surface, it could be in there. So I'm still planting ones like these for sure. Okay, here's how we're looking so far, and it's looking really good. I'm about 3/4 of the way through the bed. I still have to get this whole crate and a bunch of these that are in here are ready to go too. So let me bring you closer so you can see what I have going on. Okay, and whoops! Sorry, well, I can already tell this is a butterfly ranunculus, and it has some growth on it. You can see that there. So we'll be planting you. And then in this tray, this half is ranunculus, and it is butterfly haze and also amandine black. And then we've got a tray back here. And you can see this half has some growth, and it is romance nimes and butterfly minion. Over here we have clone Andy and butterfly musa, but I've got to see if there's any that look okay on this side. Let me check real quick. Oh, yes! Oh, well, that's great, but that's definitely an anemone. You see all the growth points on that one? Check this guy out. Holy Toledo balls. And it's starting to grow up from right there. Wow. Okay, well that's good, but not a ranunculus. There's some, oh! What do we have here? Yay! Oh, this is moldy, so I'm gonna take those 2 off. So sometimes you will have this where you have one with a growth point on there. You can see the roots and then also a little growth point right there. And you might have a couple moldy parts. Just pull that moldy part off, double check your corm, and it'll keep growing to be really healthy. See, we have this here. That's great. There's the roots. This is where it's going to grow from. This was on here, and this is not great. You can see how it's blacked out. That would be susceptible to mold, and it was already starting to come off, so I just get rid of those, keep this and plant it.
So great news, after going through this whole side, I've got 3 that didn't pre-sprout at all, so I'm not going to worry about planting those. But I've got 4 that did and have some growth on them. So definitely always check your trays, even if you're not seeing anything above the ground. And I'll go through and pluck all of these out. Check all of these as well. And then these are anemones. So I put this guy that's going crazy. I put him right there. So I'll definitely fit what I can in this bed. But if I need to spill over, I'll spill over into the next bed. I was just going through this one and I want to show you because the ones that have growth have extra long roots. So what I'm doing with these is just gently lifting up and pulling gently apart, and those roots usually stay real intact, which is nice because you don't want to be breaking a bunch of them off. I mean, look at that. And then these over here, gonna lift really gently. Woo! Extra long one. And it lifts out. Looks like there's 2 here. Gently pull apart. And there we go. So just in this section here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all these little ones have growth too. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm definitely gonna go over this bed, but that's okay. Gosh, I wasn't even sure I was gonna have any this year, so I'm so thrilled. They've grown, guys, they've grown, I did it. Keep trying. If you haven't had luck with ranunculus or even anemones, keep trying. I cannot wait to see blooms on this. I had none last year. Major fail, mold city, none. This year I've got over 100. So keep trying, my friends. Okay, they are all planted here. And of course I forgot this whole crate of well-grown ones. And so I put some of them that had growth on them but weren't showing much above the surface down there. In retrospect, I would have put these in on the end so you could see growth throughout the whole bed and then use those in the next bed, but it is what it is. Hopefully they'll grow and catch up to the others. Not a huge deal. So my ranunculus bed is planted and I've got more. I've got this half and then all of these, so I'll put that in the next bed over like I said, but I've got to have the compost put in there and prepped and I'm not ready for that yet. So now I'm gonna do my Iceland poppies, but I'm gonna stop that video right here because I think we're long enough. Please comment below and let me know how your ranunculus are coming along, what varieties you've planted, etc. Fill me in. I love hearing from all of you. And also remember to subscribe if you haven't to follow along with all things garden. I would love to have you here. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video or if you're totally excited that we can finally plant things. Hallelujah. We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Happy planting. Bye.